Mastering Modal Verbs of Ability, Mistakes and Mastery. Hello, English learners. Welcome back to our series on mastering modal verbs. Today, we're focusing on a crucial topic: modal verbs of ability, common mistakes and how to avoid them. By the end of this video, you'll be able to use these modal verbs correctly and confidently in any conversation. Before we dive into the mistakes, let's quickly recap what modal verbs of ability are. These verbs are can, could, be able to, manage to, etc. They help us express our ability to do something, or someone else's ability to do something. We can use them to talk about the past, present, and future. For example, present, I can play the piano. Past, I could play the piano when I was younger. Future, I will be able to play the piano after I take lessons. Now, let's look at some of the most common mistakes English learners make when using modal verbs of ability. Mistake 1. Incorrect verb form after modal. A very common mistake is using the wrong verb form after a modal verb. Remember, after modal verbs we always use the base form of the verb. Incorrect. I can play the piano. Correct. I can play the piano. Mistake 2. Using can for future ability. Another common mistake is using can to talk about future abilities. For the future, we generally use will be able to. Incorrect. I can play the piano next year. Correct. I will be able to play the piano next year. Mistake 3. Using could for past specific achievements. Sometimes, learners use could to talk about a specific achievement in the past. In such cases, was, were able to, or managed to are the correct phrases to use. Incorrect. I could lift the heavy box yesterday. Correct. I was able to lift the heavy box yesterday. Here are some tips to help you avoid these common mistakes. 1. Always use the base form of the verb after a modal verb of ability. 2. Remember, can is for present abilities, and will be able to is for future abilities. 3. Use was, were able to, or managed to for specific achievements in the past, not could. And there you have it, learners. These were the most common mistakes English learners make when using modal verbs of ability and how to avoid them. It may seem challenging at first, but with practice, you'll certainly master them. Keep practicing, keep making mistakes, and keep learning. Remember, every mistake is a step closer to mastery. See you in our next lesson.